could you just see the video, or were we still like floating around in the corner?
We were on the right-hand side.
All right, well, that's stupid. All right. Well, anyway, welcome to Han Took Shots First. I don't know how much of
fucking neophytes over here.
I don't know how much of that kerfuffle is going to be left in the episode, but it was funny. So we are here to talk about the Book of Boba Fett, Chapter 7, In the Name of Honor.
Honor. I know all about it. I'm kind of a Mandalorian, you know. Not really, but I am.
I also just realized that my name is my full name. I don't like that either.
Off to a beggar start today. You know what? Our episode energy matches this episode's energy. There's good bones here. It's just not done well.
There, I fixed it. All right.
You can tell the way you wipe your fucking laughter tears away from your eyes that you're professional.
This episode originally aired February 9th, 2022, and was directed by Mr. Robert Rodriguez and written
Bobby Grodd.
And written by Johnny Fav. Johnny Fav is alive.
You're so stupid. I'm surprised it's Johnny Fav because this writing is some of the weaker ones, like jumping ahead, obviously, to the plot. It just kind of feels like we have a battle, and how are we going to get there? Doesn't matter. It's not thought out. Like, it's just like, all right, we'll put these people here and then have them join them there.
I don't know. I had fun.
Do you have more facts to get to, or are we into the story?
No, we're just basically into it. I mean, I have a couple things. I finished watching the galleries. There's some episode related stuff that I wanted to talk about. Well, some of it's non-related. Some of it is. I did notice real quick. So we've talked about the music in the past. This time I noticed in the final credits, it says musical themes by Ludwig Göransson. So even though that other guy is doing the score, the reason that the theme is banging is because it's still Mr. Ludwig.
Uh-huh.
And then I finished watching the gallery because they were talking about stuff I didn't want to spoil for myself because I didn't remember the show.
Did you get to the part where Tamora Morrison's singing while Bobby Rod's playing guitar?
Yes. And
charming.
But I saw, so the previous or 2 episodes ago, previous episode, when Grogu was jumping around on the rocks and flipping and doing his stuff, sure. That's practical.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was CG because it's a toy flipping around. But they like did a bunch of practice, and then like he's sitting there like watching them do it, and like, okay, here's how I can edit it to make it look real. So I thought that was cool. And also all the frogs floating out of the water, that's all practical too.
That's surprising as well.
I'm sure there's some CG added ones, but they showed on the behind the scenes, and it was like you could just see all the strings pulling them up out of the water.
Well, it's like we said, use your CG to enhance the shot. Don't have it make the shot.
Yeah. And speaking of practical. So Cad Bane is like all practical, including, because I just assumed it was like, okay, it's a suit and it's this and that, but they fixed the face. The mouth movements are all practical too. The guys designed a mask that was like tight enough on this person's face, so even with the fake teeth in there, when the actor moves his mouth, the whole thing moves.
And a very, very minor complaint because you can't compare it well, but he's just less articulate and articulated in this than he is to the cartoon, but for good reason. I just like knowing the cartoon, I was like, all right, I see a little stiffness in the lips, but I wonder if someone like you that's never seen him in a cartoon outside of the Tales of the Underworld now, but like it probably didn't look anything odd to you. You're like, that's how that species talks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I could tell that it was like an application or something like that. Like you could tell that it's a fake thing.
Yeah.
It's just like watching something from the 80s or whatever where it's a creature that's or for example, the episode that we did last month, because this is for December, right? Yeah. The episode we did last month with the guys at Good Beer Bad Movie Night, the human
Dead Sushi?
Yeah, the human-sized sushi man.
Dude, that's a great example.
But like while it's talking, it's like "Arr, arr, arr, arr," but it's clearly not, articulating the things that it's saying. So
I believe he was a Pyke. I believe his family is in this episode. I believe he's a Pyke Syndicate. He failed them, so he moved and became.
This is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Well, yeah, I mean, he got here with E.T.
Oh, okay.
Duh. So this starts in like the fucking the ruins of Garza Fwip's bar after the bombing, right?
Yeah.
Here's where I already have a beef with the writing. Because Fennec and Boba are like, let's go to the palace. It's a fortress. It's a literal fortress. We can hold up there. They can't siege us. And these fucking mods are like, no, we can't abandon the city. They need our protection. They're fine if you're not standing right next to them. Go to the palace and draw the fighting away from the people.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that. I mean, the way they explained it away was like you said. It was them being like, no, because we have to stay here. So that it was basically like we have to stay here so that people can see that we're protecting them and whatever. But like, yeah, if you weren't there, then we wouldn't have Rancor Kaiju rampaging through the city at the end of the episode. So,
which also, I was like, protection. You've had a Rancor tearing this town apart. Protection.
Well, it went into a blood rage. Sometimes you just can't help it.
Yeah, that's true. Blood rages are real. No, that's just like a minor gripe with the writing already.
It was like me this morning when the dog wouldn't stop howling in the other room. I went into a blood rage.
How many dogs do you have now? 2.5.
Well, technically 4, but that one is 2 halves. No, I went full Rancor on it and just ripped it and drive it down the middle. No, just screaming, I'm like, I'm trying to sleep. Anyway.
Did you hear Boba Fett's fucking best emperor? We'll get there.
No, I didn't hear it. I didn't notice.
It's literally when he rips the robot. Like, he has the robot and he's all, do it.
Oh, yeah.
But he says it New Zealand instead of evil.
So yeah,
News evil.
Mando lets them know, like, hey man, we're gonna be good. Cobb Vanth is raising a garrison for us. Everything's gonna be fucking great.
Trust me.
The only price he's not charging any money. He's
100%
charging
free.
Yeah, get rid of the spice trade. And Fennec Shan's like, actually, that's a lot of money. We don't really want to get rid of that. So that is a cost. But
yeah,
Boba Fett's like, nah, I don't want to do spice trade. I want to be the friendliest gangster in town.
He wants to be the Godfather.
Yeah.
He wants to be Marlon. Like, we'll kill you. We'll rob you. We'll extort you. We might even kidnap your children and your daughters and whatnot and sell them, but we will not give you drugs.
Yeah, hide your wife, hide your kids. Boba Fett's coming to town.
It's just a good statement.
So yeah, they do lock down there because Peaky Blinders mod says they should. And
it's a bad idea.
Dude, so we cut to the Pyke guy having a meeting with the mayor, and Cad Bane shows up. But I just wanted to point out real quick, so when they're showing like an establishing shot outside, there's some Jawas digging through shit, and one of the Jawas is making Jawa noises, and he literally just goes, ooh, ah, ah, ah. And I was just
well, they just found a Disturbed tape. Yeah. He found a Disturbed tape. It's like, ooh, ah, ooh. The background, you got some fucking wampa. Man, is Disturbed just a collection of Star Wars races, like, noises?
Yeah. Huh. And then when he's singing like the Emperor.
Unlimited power.
And so the mayor's there, so you're like, he's in bed with them, even though we already knew. This is the first time we've actually seen them all in the room together. And Cad Bane's like, yeah, you don't have to worry about Freetown. I fucking killed that sheriff or marshal.
Yeah, dude, he good. I shot him up. And Cad Bane's a cold-blooded killer. He should be like, I shot him, but it was only in the shoulder. There's a real good chance he's alive. Not gonna lie, 100% chance he's alive.
We find out during the Stinger scene that he might have died from that gun wound.
No, because you can see it in the episode where he shoots him. Everyone's like, get a med pack on his shoulder, and like it's not even close to a fatal shot. Come on.
Well, they're gonna turn him into a transformer anyway.
Ruining a piece of art, by the way.
It's fine.
Art named Timothy Oliphant.
We'll see it in season 2.
Yeah.
But
I'll hold my fucking breath.
The Pyke leader is like, this is where the Pyke leader reveals that they're the ones who killed the Tuskens. Again, not a big surprise, but
dun dun dun, all that noise.
Yeah. Boba Fett doesn't know though, because we blamed it on those bikers, and he totally believes this, which he does, which is kind of sad. He's a sucker, I guess.
Yeah.
And Cad Bane, I have an idea to draw Boba Fett out. Is that?
Oh. I mean, you're doing Bane, and that's fine.
Yeah,
it's in the name.
It's kind of the same thing.
Oh, Boba Fett. I got an idea that's going to draw him right out. You just got to put a little Western on it. That's all.
I was born in bounty hunting.
Actually, so was Boba Fett. Sorry, bad example. Shit. Fuck.
Sorry, you were saying. Do you remember?
I don't remember.
All right.
No.
So
Cad Bane. It does mean something though that Cad Bane was super respectful of Jango Fett. Like he was the number 2. This is George speaking, by the way. Jango Fett number 1, Cad Bane number 2.
And I didn't know until watching the gallery that George actually came up with Cad Bane. I just assumed it was a Filoni thing. Yeah.
You know why? Because he has a hat.
Oh yeah, and it's funny actually. Speaking of that, when they were talking about designing the character and stuff, he's like, we got the face. I think we did a really good job there, trying to make it as close to the comics as we could. But he's like, the most important part was the hat, and I was like, of course it was, Dave.
Yeah, no, we figured so. Trapper Wolf, sorry, Dave Filoni. I think it's important that we have like a really cool hat. I'm thinking like a wide brim. Have you ever seen The Good, Bad, and the Ugly?
So I guess that makes sense.
That's what I call my genitals.
I guess that makes sense because the Clone Wars movie and the original seasons were back when it was still Lucasfilm before Disney was involved. So Dave Filoni wasn't there, and Cad Bane's from all the way back then, right?
No, Filoni I think was there. That's when George Lucas picked him.
Oh, okay, but he wasn't like
I think
the main guy.
Not yet.
Okay. Yeah. Then he mentions in there too the Lee Van Cleef tie-in. And how George had always said that it was basically that he's the Lee Van Cleef to Boba Fett's Clint Eastwood. Mm-hmm. So that's their like thing there.
And I don't think it's canon because it's from a deleted scene, but I've said before the dent in the helmet was from Cad Bane.
I didn't really get to read the trivia because I was trying to set up another new recording service that we're testing. So if there's any issues, guys...
Wait till you get to the stinger. It's going to be Derek just arguing with technology.
But
like in Star Wars, never tell me the odds.
That was the first thing talking about how it was an unfinished sequence from the Clone Wars. So
yeah, so I don't think it's really canon, but in everybody's mind, it is.
Well, it's probably in a comic book by now. And then
that's true.
We see an X-wing coming in. We know it's Luke's X-wing because we got little R2 whistly pants in the back there.
I just love how Palimoto's like, holy shit, the fucking cops are here.
She's like, the fuzz. She's like, fucking, hey, little pit droid guy, hide that. You, put the drugs over there. Like, she's like,
no, don't follow me with it. Holy shit, dude.
And then she goes out and she's like, I just registered with the New Republic. Like, literally, while you were pulling up, it's crazy.
It's insane, the timing of this visit. It just shows you, like, the New Republic is using imagery. It's one of the reasons that they scrapped all the Star Destroyers, even though they were, like, you could easily help protect your government from your New Republic from the First Order if you had those ships, but it's bad image. You got to get rid of them.
Well, if they just like painted them pink and put a bow on them, people would be like, "Oh, it's the Lady Star Destroyer. It's a lot nicer."
How do you know what's the difference between Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man? Well, she has a bow. What's the difference between the Empire and the New Republic? Well, the New Republic has a bow, Derek. Derek.
We don't have Death Stars anymore. We have Happy Stars.
These are called Happy Deaths. Oh, we changed the wrong part of the name. I'm an idiot.
Death Happy. Fuck. But yeah, she's flipping out, and then she goes over, and the thing opens, and it looks like there's no one in there. And then Grogu pops out, doing adorable stuff.
Did you learn how to fly already? And like I think it's R2 like does a beep boop, and she's like Grogu.
I think it's there's that, but I think her astromech is the one that's like does some beep boops, and she's like, I know an astromech flew the ship. I'm being funny.
I'm trying to talk to this 50-year-old child.
I'm being adorable. But yeah,
I'm being a comedy relief. Shut up. Go stand next to the gonk droid.
R2 gives her some beeps and whistles, and she's like, Grogu? Well, that's a terrible name. I'm not calling you that.
I wondered if that was part of like people's reaction.
I think so. It had to have been. That was the only other trivia thing I saw because it was the next one underneath. Because I just opened it and then was like, we're fine. We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
But like it said that like people didn't, ever since the name was revealed in the chapter 13 of Mando season 2, or chapter 13 of Mando, everybody had been bitching about it. So,
well, and I know in my group at least everyone's like, I'm gonna call him Baby Yoda. I'm not changing.
Well, when it comes to, you know what, people are going to be insisting on calling it Baby Yoda. So when they finally reveal its origins, their original plan was that it was Yoda's child, and now they're like, nope.
Yeah, nope. Fuck you.
It's not.
They're
Baby
going
Yoda.
Opposite of episode 9. They're like, nope, Reddit's not right in this one.
Why don't you just call it Baby Yaddle, because it's Yaddle's baby.
Oh God, yeah. Oh God, Yaddle.
With she didn't have to have sex with anything. They're like frogs. They just produce asexually. That's how frogs work, right?
I think so. I'm not a science.
That sounds right.
I wonder if Yoda's species, we'll never find out, can have babies with other species. Because we know like Twi'leks and humans can breed.
Is it like a mule when it comes out though?
Sterile?
Yeah, sterile and kind of like not 100% right.
Not the human and the Twi'lek.
Oh, okay. They can make functional babies.
See. You know what? We'll definitely see. It's fucking Ahsoka. Freddie Prinze Jr. and your girl from Scott Pilgrim, they have a baby.
Oh, okay.
So Harrison Dula.
R2 is getting annoyed because she's like, Mando's not here. He's in Mos Pelgo. So R2's like, cool, we're getting the fuck out. And she's like, the fuck you are. I'm going to cuddle this little baby and give him some food. And R2's just like, beep, boop, wow. And she's like, I don't care if you're in a hurry.
Feeding the baby some worms, okay? The baby likes to eat wriggly stuff.
So we've got everybody getting set up. They're waiting for their reinforcements, and they've got people out patrolling the streets.
It's a dumb fucking plan. It's naive. It's naive.
Yeah.
Because you're like, well, they're definitely not going to turn on us. They're mobsters.
Well, Boba, I think he's not 100% on it, but he's like, it is in their best interest to not turn on us because the Pykes are just going to take their shit later.
Yeah, but
these guys aren't thinking that far in advance. Well, it's a 50-50 thing. It's like either they're smart enough to know that the Pykes are just going to take their shit, or all they're thinking about is right now, and this is going to be the most useful thing to them.
Well, and it even goes even dumber for me because he's like, we'll see them before anybody sees us. Or Fennec Shan says that. Cut to the mods on the brightest motorcycles ever rolling through Pyke territory. Like, those are those idiots that work for Boba Fett.
Also, though, right after that line, cut to fucking
Black Krrsantan.
No, 8D8.
Oh, yeah. Nobody can sneak up on us.
Coming in, he's like, someone's here to see you, Lord Fett. No one can sneak up on us. But it's the Gamorreans are patrolling the Star Yard, I guess what it's called, and then Black Krrsantan is by himself patrolling the streets near City Hall, and the mods are in the workers' district.
Put him with the Trandoshans.
Yeah, so they all kind of get. Well, first, jumping ahead of myself to the Godfather sequence there. So Cad Bane shows up. He's the one that's waiting outside. And fucking Boba Fett, because I forgot they already knew each other, because, again, no cartoons. And he just walks out and he's like, I thought I smelled something. And I was like, ha!
Something gutless. They have another, I don't know if you wrote it down, but they have another really ridiculous Star Wars line.
I rewound it so I could write it down. I don't.
Quacta?
Yeah, I don't negotiate, or, sorry, dance moves. I don't negotiate with gutless murderers. And he says, if that's not the Quacta calling the stifling slimy.
What was all that?
I don't know what any of that means.
You just reminded me we're in Star Wars universe. Thank you for saying those words. Because I was worried about it.
I paid Vanth a visit. Should have never left him without his armor.
No, it's my armor. He shouldn't have taken it from me and gotten used to it. It's my armor. It's got my fucking name on this chain code. Fuck off.
And he's got snipers in position. So, like, really,
I have it tagged. The armor's tagged up. It says Boba was here. That's mine.
Like, if Cad Bane came up, I could get people not being like, there's somebody on their way, because nobody else knows who Cad Bane is.
Right. But these snipers.
Then there's also just sniper, not just like one sniper. There are snipers across all the rooftops. And I'm like, what? Yeah. You just let all the fish people sneak in?
Yeah. Well, they're slippery little suckers.
The mods call. I tried to grab them, but they slipped out of my hand and flopped away.
You tried to grab a fish? Fuck off.
So he's like, let the spice trade continue. No. So he'll only talk with the head of the Pykes. And this is where Cad Bane is like, you mean the ones that killed your Tusken family? I'm doing Bane again. I just keep going back
That's
to Bane.
That's okay. It's Bane. It's fucking Bane. Do Bane. Yeah. He's a cowboy Bane.
Cat Bane.
You adapted to the red laser. No. I was born into it.
This is Fennec Shan is telling him, because he's ready to attack now because he's pissed.
He's like, let's fucking go. Let's go. I got armor.
And this is the first time she's trying to talk him out of a fight instead of vice versa. She's like, no. We should fight on our terms, not theirs. So he just says, negotiations are terminated. And Cad Bane tells him, you're going soft in your old age. And
everybody does.
Kind of walks off. Did the Major Domo guy in this episode oscillates between being funny because of the shitty little sycophant person he is and annoying me.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it because it's both.
Because like right here, he says some shit. I guess he's annoying me, but he's just talking. And Boba Fett's like, can you call and see how much they would pay for Twi'lek? And he's like,
Noted,
shut up.
Apologies all around. You know what? I shouldn't have even spoken. That is weird that I even opened my fucking mouth. I'm kind of a coward and kind of a quiet person unless I get nervous. If I get nervous, I can't stop talking. But I will shut up now because you pointed your gun at me. What is it, the E3, E11 you got there? That's a good-looking gun. I don't want it to be pointed at me anymore, though. I'll shut up.
He gets them good later, too, with the negotiations. But so the mods call Boba Fett and they're like, dude, something. He's like, you see someone coming? He's like, no, or it's the female one, the girl from Companion, whose name I can't remember. Sophie Turner, I think.
That sounds okay.
It's close. It's either that or that's the girl from Game of Thrones.
Sophie Turner from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's something. But she
calls, the girl from
Companions, and she's like, something feels off. And this is when the Aqualish guys in the worker district start pulling guns out of fucking baskets and fruit racks and all this shit.
Good thing we have our backs to a wall like we planned it. Whoever writes Star Wars does not understand like operational logistics. You get one military person that's ever planned any sort of like battle successfully and just have them overlook your plans.
Well, they do understand. They just usually forget because later in this episode that exact thing comes up from this girl who has her back to a wall right now. Mm-hmm. Then we have the Trandoshans start attacking Black Krrsantan. They go. By the way, Boba Fett calls him Santo. I'm like, that's so quick, so much quicker.
Santo.
Also, Santo was a luchador in like the 50s and 60s who also got like he became like a super celebrity and had like comic books. I own like 3 of his movies.
Oh, I remember you showing me.
Yeah. So anyway, that's all I was thinking of now. I was waiting for Black Krrsantan to pull out his little mask and start doing wrestling moves.
Dude, the Trandoshans make it fucking personal, though, because they pull out knives and swords. And we've talked about, at least I've spoken about, how the Trandoshans hunt Wookiees. Like, it's a big thing for them and their religion.
Yeah.
So they're like, the Syndicate's like, take them out, but take them out in pieces.
And then the Klatooinians attack the Gamorreans up in the Star
Useless
Yard.
Fucking Gamorreans.
Well, and it's just the 2 because they're just supposed to call in and be like, wah, 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 or whatever they sound like. But like, so they're not ready they're not ready for a big fight. So you got 2 pigs being attacked by a horde of bulldogs.
Like I know, but they just get pushed off this cliff so unceremoniously.
Yeah,
like
those poor guys.
Fight somebody, take somebody with you. Don't keep backstepping.
Yeah,
go out in a blaze of fucking glory and blades.
Yeah, those guys are gone. The Pykes are in, or no. All this is happening, and Boba Fett's like, ask the Major Domo. So like, where are the Pykes? Are they in Mos Eisley? And he's like, well, it's hard to say. I don't know. And he's like, I'm gonna fucking shoot you. How about that? He's like, they are in Mos Eisley, specifically in this building. Like,
that's crazy. I just thought of that right as you put your gun on me.
So Fennec zips off to go do something with them. She doesn't end up going there, so I don't know why that was important.
She does. It's the end.
Oh, she ends up there. Yeah, at first she's not because she stops to help the mods. Yeah.
Yes. The mods are on their phone. They're like, we can't leave. We're pinned down. She's like, stay there. They're like, what do you mean stay there? Keep your fucking heads down. She shoots everybody off camera again. Like, that's just her move, dude. If you see a laser bolt coming off camera, Fennec Shand.
And it's a little gripe, but like she shows up and like she blasts those dudes. She takes a bunch of guys out. She saves the mods. And then she's talking to them and she gets on her speeder that's sitting right there. And I'm like, well, if you pulled your speeder up right next to them, wouldn't they have seen you?
Uh-huh.
But
what's that lady in the speeder doing? Oh, no, she got off. She's going upstairs. She's in a building.
The speeder has Batmobile controls. And like, so she got off on the other side of the building, but then set it to come around. It's a self-driving car.
She is the closest thing to Batman in this universe.
Yeah.
Except for the man that's actually a bat.
Is there a man that's a bat?
Yeah, there's a little, I can't remember the name.
Well, that's more like Man-Bat than Batman.
Valid point.
Because Man-Bat is a character.
Yep.
Yeah, so she saves them from the Aqualish. And you'll be proud because I remembered Aqualish and I remembered Clatoonians, but at first I couldn't remember Trandoshans, and I was just like, lizard people. And then it was like 10 minutes later, I was like, Trandoshans! And I went back and changed my notes so I would remember.
Good job. It's weird. Like, does your phone recognize those words now?
Well, it does know how to spell Krrsantan.
Fuck yeah. Now you got to change it to Santo.
So I thought about it while this was going on. I was like, so we've got dog people, fish people, lizard people, and walrus people. I don't know, what are Aqualish? They've got like the tusks kind of going on.
It's more that than anything else, I would say. More walrus.
So it's basically just humans against weird animal creatures. So what we're actually watching instead of Star Wars is the island of Dr. Moreau.
Somebody here sounds like the Emperor. Humans versus weird animal creatures. They're people too, buddy. You fucking xenophobe. I don't know. One of them walrus dudes came over and was trying to preach me about religion. I said, go back to where you came from.
Go back.
You can aqua lick my balls.
Go back to your glacier. Or wherever.
I saw your wife last night. She's looking aqualicious. Tell her I said,
the Pykes converge.
She'll understand what I mean.
The Pykes converge on Garsa Fwip's club, and it's just Mando and Boba Fett, and so Boba Fett's like,
It's a good thing they didn't settle down in the palace. We did not have enough people for a siege. They're in the broken down club? Oh my God, this is going to be so much easier. Now the people get to watch us kill them.
To be fair, in the palace with this small number of people, it would still literally just be a siege, and they just have to wait them out. Versus,
there's automated defenses though.
Oh, okay. I guess we've never seen that. So,
yeah. I mean, it's literally a palace. Also, he could just get in his ship and just fucking fly around the fortress and be like pew 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 pew. Mando even pitches. He's like, we can dip out of here and get your ship. He's like, I'm not leaving. I didn't say leave. I'm talking about carpet bombing these motherfuckers.
So you know what happened to your planet? We're gonna do that, but to these guys.
I mean, it might be less destructive than a fucking rancor.
Maybe.
Pretty destructive. It's pretty destructive, man.
But
I'm gonna save this fucking town.
But so Boba Fett is like, so I suppose you're gonna be heading out, and Mando's just like, nah, man, that's not the creed. I'm with you till we both fall. And I love Boba Fett's thing though, because he's like, you buy into that bantha fodder? And he's like, yeah. He goes, good.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. I was hiding my cowardness. I was pooping myself.
So do we wait and fight them on their terms, or do we catch them by surprise and just fucking run out there? And
may I offer a third option? I don't know if you know this. I actually went to Krrsantan University. I was
not that makes me better than you. But.
I pledged to Jabba Minok, and we played for the fighting banthas. You know, that's just kind of sure. I was the captain of the lacrosse team. That's right, lacrosse from the cafeteria.
All right. Well, now now I have to open up Photoshop when we're done here and design a T-shirt for Jabba Minok fraternity. I'm gonna need you to send me some
Arabosh
letters. Like, see, it's all these names. I was sitting here like Aqualish. Nope, that's not it. Aqualish, still not it.
Well, you adapted to Star Wars,
but like right before. Major Domo right before Major Domo starts doing all that shit though, it's really funny because it's like, okay, I guess we're gonna fucking run out there, and Boba Fett's like, last chance, you sure? And Mando's like, this is the way, and you're like, here comes the action, and then it's Major Domo like, point of order.
Pardon. Where did you go to college? Tatooine State? Not there's anything wrong with that.
You went to Mos Pelgo Community College.
You went to Corellian Community? You're gonna tell me that you played for Corellian Community? What are you, the fuck? What's your mascot? The shipbuilders? No, the street urchins.
The flying solos.
The flying solos. Well, you're always alone, so we'll just call you the solos.
We only ever score 1 point, so we'll call you.
You know, everybody wants to go to Bespin. That's the party school. Fucking Dean Calrissian over there, like, all right, we're gonna take a look at you. Yeah, you look like you got the stuff to make it in this university.
I mean, it's the party
Speaking
school.
of making it in this university.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, it's the party school, but it's also the sexual harassment school.
But well, I feel like it's consensual because Billy D.
Well, but it was the 70s, and that's just what professors did back then. So.
Oh yeah, dude. Why do you think? Why do you think they call him Lowbot? He kept that in the lowdown. Lowbot's seen some shit, dude.
Lowdown bot. But he's like, basically, he's like, I majored in negotiations for corporations or some shit. So he's like, I'll go out there and negotiate for you. And he's like, okay, cool. And Boba Fett writes some shit down on his little iPad. And the dude goes out there and he's like, I'm unarmed. I just have this iPad here. It's got the terms of our surrender. Let me read it to you. I, Boba Fett, solemnly swear to be up to no good.
He's like, fucking read it, you fucking tailhead. He's like, a wonderful nickname that I've never grown tired of.
But like, I love it. He's like, me, I, Boba Fett, daimyo of Tatooine in the absence of Sir Jabba the Hutt or whatever. And he's like, here are the terms of my surrender. Actually, let's hear the terms of what do you guys have? Just read the fucking thing. He says,
read it.
No. It's basically like he says that like the offer is nothing, but it's basically just like the terms are no.
It just says here, pick up your shit and leave. His words, not mine.
I wrote part of it down because it's so leave the planet and your spice trade. If you refuse, the arid sands of Tatooine will flourish with flowered fields fertilized with the bodies of your dead.
Oh my God, he's good. Did you hear that? Like, I know
all that alliteration.
Leaving, he is good.
And then like they're all
knows
just
how to paint a picture.
They're all staring at him, and he's like, "Those were his words." But this is when
I
we
went to
get
Krrsantan University. I use a little bit something called iambic pentameter. I think you know about William Vibrospear. Everybody studied William Vibrospear. I mean, he's one of the great playwrights.
Yes. I got nothing. I was trying to think of a Romeo and Juliet in Star Wars language, and I had
Luke and Leia.
Just Luke and Leia. That's more of a Hamlet or Macbeth. Macbeth. Sorry, that's the one where he's fucking his mom. He's fucking his sister in this one. Same thing.
That's that Oedipus Rex.
He wants to fuck his mom. That's Macbeth, right?
No.
No. Whitney said no.
I think you're thinking Oedipus Rex.
Othello. She said Othello. You said I mean, it's an Oedipal complex, so Oedipus. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Luke kissed Leia.
Yeah.
That's all.
There's incest here too. That's
the only joke we got.
Hey, Derek, edit around that.
That's what happens. You come from the fucking backwaters of Tatooine. When you went to Tatooine State, I heard all them fucking those two Sun Devils kiss their sisters.
Roll twin sons.
Roll twins.
All right, Paul. So I think it's time we, made a trailer.
Do we have to?
Like, people keep asking, so we're gonna deliver.
Well, what are we supposed to do in this damn trailer?
We're just gonna talk about shit we do here. We theme our months, right? Like, what do we?
I mean, I know we've done stuff like musicals and animation month and creature features, all sorts of stuff, but is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's something kind of like that. Then I'm probably gonna sit there and tell people, we're on all social medias. We're on the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and it's all under Flicks and Friends podcast.
Yeah, I guess so, if they're not tired of hearing that by now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that'll work. Should we press record?
Yeah, let's press record right now.
If you really enjoy listening to Bad Movies, Worst People, just so you know, we do have Patreon. We have 2 different tiers.
That's right. Patreon.com/worstpeople. We have a $3 tier where you get early access to Han Took Shots First, our Star Wars podcast. You get a monthly newsletter. You get archived episodes that are no longer available on the main feed. Plus, you get our monthly mental health episode.
Which we need.
And we do. And there's also a $5 tier where you get all of that content, plus you get ad-free episodes from the main feed, and you get access to Latchkey Vids, which is our recap show about forgotten or never known television shows from the 90s, like Cop Rock.
Too soon, man. It was just too early. It's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing. So check out patreon.com/worstpeople. Help support this crazy endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you.
But Sneaky Jetpack Attack. Here comes Mando and Boba Fett both flying in.
It's good action.
And
This is
So, I mean,
the
the thing
Rodriguez
is,
of it all.
usually we don't. So I have a thing about that real quick, but usually we don't do a lot of the action. We'll just say like this or that. But the rest of the episode is action. This episode is an hour long, and a solid 42 minutes of it are this final action sequence. So
I bitched about the writing of it and how this doesn't make sense of how we got here. Doesn't matter now. I'm watching this and enjoying it. So the how is irrelevant anymore for me because I'm enjoying a part of Star Wars.
and you know
I'm
what?
going to criticize things, but I'm also going to enjoy what I can.
I have a theory because 7 episodes is a weird fucking number. So I think it might feel rushed or just convenient on some points because maybe they were supposed to do 8 or 10 and
It got expensive.
Disney said no, because it got expensive. And so
Or
Favreau had to
test
just
screenings weren't going well.
Yeah, so Favreau had to like compress things into one episode maybe.
Yeah.
Speaking of things being expensive, I saw an article today that Disney released numbers about Andor. The two seasons of Andor combined cost like $689 million.
I'm going to say this. Well worth it. Because you pleased the people like us that have been staying with Star Wars since whatever you entered it in as. You restored some faith for some fans that were like, that hated this, that hated Mando season 3 or all of Mando. Andor 1 and 2, people were like, holy shit, dude, this is Star Wars is back. And you got new people in that have just like, I have no entry point into Star Wars. And people say, watch Andor, because you don't need to know a Star Wars to enjoy Andor.
Yeah.
Empire bad.
But first it's a shootout with the Pykes, and we got Boba using his knee rockets because like they're getting pinned down, and he kind of like gets his gun
Always
shot out of
cool.
his hand. So he goes to pick up his gun, and while he's kneeling to pick up his gun, shoots a rocket out of his like knee fucking thing. That's really cool. You got
Always cool.
Mando zipping off with the whistling birds, taking out a bunch of dudes, but they're still getting. I mean, they're getting shot constantly, but it's that Beskar, you know. But they start getting to the point where they're just getting blasted down, and they aren't going to get killed by these laser blasts because of the Beskar, but they can't get up because you still get the concussion and everything. So,
But at some point, there is weak spots in the armor, you know, where it's just fabric. So you do like, you're lucky it hasn't happened yet, but eventually something's going to get through.
I think in this case, even the Pike's plan is like pin him down, get him down there, and then someone walks up there and just fucking cuts off his head or some shit, you know. So
There you go.
because there's no armor on the neck, because then that's how you get Michael Keaton Batman.
Protect your neck. What? Boba Fett.
But as they're getting pinned down and things are looking dire, here comes a fucking tank.
Go Power Rangers.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
First, we get the tank with the guys from Freetown.
Where the fuck did they get a tank? I'm not complaining. Thank God they have a tank.
At some
It's
point,
just Boba Fett. Where the fuck did they get that?
I wrote it down here. I can't find it. At some point here, we do get the Weequay guy's name.
Oh, okay.
But he's the one on the mounted gun on the tank there. So they come in, they start blasting dudes. Everybody's able to take cover behind it. And Mando's even telling him, he's like, you know, you didn't have to come down here. And
Yeah, we did.
The Weequay's
Yeah,
like,
we
yeah,
did.
the planet deserves better. Also, fuck those guys. They came in and just shot the
Shot
marshal.
with cold blood.
Yeah.
My favorite marshal.
And Black Krrsantan shows up because we don't know what happened to him. He did not look like it was going well. I mean, you assume he's going to make it out of at least that first battle.
But it doesn't look like it. They do the job. They do the job where it's like 8 Trandoshans on him, pinning him down. It's like, well, they got him.
Well, he announces his arrival the way he got out of that thing because he's pinned down and they start like thinning out a little bit, and then all of a sudden you just have a dude like whoa flying through the screen, and then Black Krrsantan comes in just like shaking off Trandoshans or Pykes that are hanging off of his
Pykes
body.
now. Yeah, I love this. And at one point, like he throws somebody and then shoots him in the fucking air.
But I thought, so again, I don't remember anything about this. I was like
he is going full John Wookie.
well, I was like Black
It's like
Krrsantan's
John Wick, but
like he's trying to get to the tank to get to cover, and I was like, he's gonna get Willem Dafoe and Platoon treatment right here because he's coming in and just getting blasted, and he's falling down. He's this far from just having his hands up in the air, while they just shred him to pieces, you know. But
spoilers
Boba Fett,
for Platoon.
sorry, spoilers for 40-year-old movie. But Boba Fett comes out, saves him. The Pykes start falling back, and they're like, yeah, cool, we won. Mando looking through his little heat visor. I don't think we won. And we get these things names later. There's Scorpionic droids.
Yeah, they're concept art from the prequels.
Well, I just wrote, which makes sense because I wrote giant versions of the droidicas.
Yeah. Did you look up Droidica? Did you know it?
No, so first I wrote giant versions of those little dudes from the prequels.
Gotcha.
And I was like, Jack will know. And then it was again, and a couple minutes later, I was like, droidicas. And I went back and added that in
Nice.
so I could
okay.
remember.
So, no, you did know it. Just
Yeah, I
not
got it.
right
I got
away.
there.
Yeah.
So they're coming in. They're when I say giant, I mean like fucking taller than the buildings, most of these buildings. Just two big ass cannons on top of them, bigger than the cannons that were on the tank.
2 barrels on each cannon.
Yeah.
4 barrel total.
And they've got these huge shields, and that's so. At first, I was like, "Why do these look familiar?" And then you see as they're shooting them, the shields, and I was like, "That's why."
So in the Clone Wars cartoon, we see how the clone troopers and other resistance groups, again, not resistance, but against the CIS, how they deal with the droidicas. You have to roll a grenade at the right speed for it to go through. And we kind of see it with Black Krrsantan a little bit because this is such a powerful generator. It's more powerful than the droidica because it's its size. So it's tanking, literally tanking all these fucking shots.
And it's not just Black Krrsantan too. When Mando tries to use the Darksaber to get through the shields, he says they're deflecting our energy weapons and our kinetic weapons have too high of velocity. So again, nobody takes anything from any other properties, but the fighting shields in Dune, where you have to fight at a certain speed to get through, because if you go full speed or if you're shooting, it's going to be deflected. If you go too slow, it's going to be deflected. You have to be right in that middle range to get through the shield, and they have to train to fight that way.
But it's original thought, though.
It is an original thought. No, it's fine.
From this.
It is funny, though, because you see the Darksaber come out, and again, forgetting all this, I was like, that's how he's going to get through. He's just going to use the Darksaber to cut that fucking shield wide open. And it's just like, boing.
I think he was doing it wrong. He's got to go Liam Neeson's in the prequels, dude, and put it at like a stabbing gesture and start melting that door.
That might have
He
worked.
keeps doing this. Like, I think you had a better chance at that.
Well, and actually, because it's an energy weapon, it probably wouldn't have worked. But even if it was his blade or something, they're coming up behind this thing. He could they have time to slowly try to get through. But then again, we see when Black Krrsantan tries to do it here, because he tries to get in there
quick.
And it realizes what's happening, so it can turn and be like, "Hey, no," and just bat you away.
Would have killed a human.
And I love. So Boba Fett's like, we need some reinforcements, and Mando's like, dude, you are out of friends. And he's like, BRB, dude, hold my rocket. Oh, speaking of his rocket,
my spotchka.
He tried to use his rocket to take out the shields, and it was that moment of like, it's that classic like war movie thing where like the explosion happens and everybody in the control room is sitting and they're like, positive hit, and they wait and they wait and they wait and they're like, oh, negative contact, because these things
Target's
just come
still
walking.
active.
Yeah.
Yep.
So one droid goes off chasing Mando because he distracts it. The other one is on literally everybody else. And then Pelimoto shows up on one of his little rickshaws, and she's like, "Hey, Mando, what's up, dude? I got a surprise for you." And he's
Guess
like,
who's here?
I just love it because he's like, "You've got to go. There's shit going down." And she's like, "What? I can't hear you." And it's like
Turn
over
around.
the laser blasts.
I'm sorry, there's a bunch of lasers behind you, so I don't know what you're trying to tell me right now. I'm going to wait till the laser stops shooting, then we'll talk.
This is where so we talked about during the car chase in the whichever episode where the mods were introduced, how like the rickshaw guy doing like the spinning in place like a cartoon to get out of the way was
Spinning's
annoying.
a good trick.
Here it was funny. Like here it worked
You know
for
why?
me because he's facing it and he's like, "Oh fuck," and like has to back up and whip around.
And her, Amy Sedaris, is that
Yeah.
her name?
Yeah.
Amy Sedaris, her scream is great.
Yeah.
I like her presence this entire show.
Is this where we get the Wilhelm scream?
I
think it's in this part of the fight because somebody gets
Wilhelm scream is right before the Rancor. So the Rancor shows up. The Rancor shows up.
Real quick, so this is where I have the name. That's why I want to. Tanti is the Weequay's name.
Okay, Tanti.
Yes.
Not quite Tonto, but it's derivative.
Pelimoto, the rickshaw zips out of there, and Mando just like hitches a ride on there.
Oh, she's got a Jawa blaster, and that just makes me happy. Probably a gift from her ex-boyfriend.
He left it at her house, and she just didn't give it back. But this is where I was talking about earlier, because this is where the companion girl mod, that sounds worse than I meant. The actress from the movie Companion, they're hiding behind a wall, and they're like, we need to keep retreating. And she's like, no, we can't, because if we go any further, we have our backs to a wall and we have no cover. I guess maybe she just learned from earlier in the episode, because the further back is where they just came from, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, trust me, I've been down that alley. We don't like that alley.
So
We can hide behind a dead Aqualish.
Her and one of the Freetown people take these cycler rifles to go up to the rooftops. We've got Mando getting chased by the thing, and he sees Grogu. She's like, I got someone here for you. And he's like, oh shit, what are you doing here?
And in the middle, what are you doing here?
In the middle of this fight, it's just this adorable little thing, 'cause it's just this little guy like, and he just like flies up to Mando, and he's like cuddling him. And it is funny because he's reaching for his helmet, and he's like trying to push his helmet off, and he's just like, hey, don't tell people that happened.
I still have to cleanse myself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
Yeah.
But I'm not forgiven from the first time I did that.
The rickshaw droid overheats and crashes, and this is where we get the booming roar echoing through the streets of Mos Espa.
Rancor.
And it's Boba Fett. I want to ride it like a bantha. He gets to ride it in. And it's not just like riding down the streets. He fucking rides this Rancor in, just climbing over buildings, just fucking animal style. I love it.
I'll replace that. I'm the daimyo. I'll replace that. Send a check to me. I'm the daimyo. I'll replace that. Sorry about your building. Oop, crushed your daughter. That's going to be hard to replace, but I'll send you a check. The check is in the mail for that one.
It's not hard to replace. This is Star Wars. There's slavery everywhere.
It's true. I actually have one in my palace.
I'll buy you a new daughter.
I'll buy you a new daughter. Better one. You ever heard of cloning? Look, I'm my own father. Oh, I love it.
Does your daughter have Boba Fett dance moves?
She can.
Yeah, that's my note. He's climbing buildings like a kaiju, which is funny.
It's
reflecting how the sequence ends, right? But
it's also the funnest or the most motion we've seen from a Rancor, which is awesome. Because episode 6, it's got the Ray Harryhausen stop motion style practical effect thing, and it's very cool for the time. This, we get to see a Rancor climbing buildings, ripping apart a droid, jumping.
And I think they did a decent job of like maintaining that like Harryhausen-esque feel to a lot of the movements. Obviously, the jumping and some of the more dynamic movements look a lot more computer, but just the way they animated it, and then plus, large portions of this are a practical Rancor, like puppet as well. Like whenever you get a close up of Tamora Morrison on the back, whenever you get the face in the scene, like whenever it doesn't have to be doing some kind of huge movements, they built this huge fucking Rancor. Like in the gallery, you can see like it's the size that it is, because people are walking up and like petting it and shit. Like it's
most excellent, dude.
It's really there. Like obviously it's not, they don't build a full one. It's like the top half and the front half and a head. They have like different ones, but pretty cool. But it is damaging the shields, and it's a cool way.
I mean, it's fucking powerful.
Well, it's like a video game here though, because it's fucking smashing into this thing, and when they hit it, the shields go blue, but then they go clear again, because it's like their damage isn't doing shit. When he hits it, the shields start going blue, and then the part where he's hitting turns red, and you can see it like refocus its shields, much like put the deflectors to full rear or whatever, like a starship. Yeah. It moves the red part to behind it. So it's like, that's the damaged part of the shield. Now I've got the good stuff up here.
I want to say, I like how the Rancor is not just like a fucking full trump card. Like, it takes damage. Like, it's a battle. It didn't just come in like, oh, robot's gone. Oh, robot's gone. It struggles with a little bit. Like, it's a good a match.
Well, there were multiple times where like I was watching it, I didn't want to look away too much because I was enjoying the action. So I was like, and then he killed the robot. Then I'm like, nope, didn't kill it yet. Delete that. Like there's like 3 different times with this first one, especially, where it's like, well, that's the kill. Nope.
So now it's the robot's mostly defeated, but it still can do some damage. So it's got, who is it? Mando and Palimoto. And then we get the good, the bad, and the Grogu. This thing does like a little fucking mosey out there, like hands at its hips, but then it does the little fucking hand thing and pulls part of the fucking droid to him, which like pushes him back.
Yeah, it pulls out one of like there's just a bolt off one of its legs or something and gets knocked over.
It was the bolt it needed.
And then when it gets up, it's like when Grogu gets up, he's just like, eh. Like he's like, got this little. It looked like a little bolt on the droid, and he's holding it, and it's like half the size of his body, and he's just like.
He thought it was the gear shift knob. He's like, "Ooh, I want that."
I was surprised they didn't have the moment because Pelimoto comes over to like pick him up after that, and he like tosses it aside. I was waiting for her to just pick it up and like pocket it.
Yeah, that's a good fucking. Was that a Confederate Independent Systems droid? I'm gonna take that bolt. Those are hard to find. Can't fucking come by those. I'm gonna hide that from the next X-wing that comes by. I'll tell you that.
He does the hand thing, fucks up the droid some more. The shield is gone at this point, and the Rancor picks it up. And this is when, Boba Fett's like, "Do it," and just just rips this thing in half like a phone book.
Mm-hmm. Rancor ain't got shit on me.
With the other one, we have the Lady Mod and the woman from the Desert People.
Well, okay. No, that's who it is.
Lady Mod and Freetown Chick.
Lady Mod and Freetown Chick tonight on Fox.
Have gotten to the rooftop, and they're sniping out these dudes. Well, I think Freetown Girl is sniping out Pykes, and Mod Chick is trying to distract the droid.
Well, she used to laser down Womp Rats back where she was from.
Yeah. I do like when she says, jumping back just a little bit, when she's telling them they're going to get cornered. She's like, "I grew up a Womp's leap away from here."
What?
I'm like, man, Womp Rats can leap pretty far. That's terrifying. They're 6 feet and they can leap like a block.
There is the new scariest race in Star Wars, guys. It's called the Hulk Mouse.
And we watched one try to eat Pelimoto, so.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
But it's really annoying. So they're having their like last stand, the robot is shooting down. Everybody's pinned down behind the wall. And the Rancor shows up and starts fighting the droid. He tosses it through this building, which pretty much wipes out the shield. He's like, "I should have done that." It's Happy Gilmore, but the first time he hits a hole in one. He's like, "Let's just do that every time."
Yeah, that was so much easier.
But like the Rancor and the droid are fighting, and everybody is just like watching, like, "Ooh, wow, look at that." And I'm like, "Start shooting it. It doesn't have a shield."
No. They have chosen their champions. Derek, you must honor the code of combat.
No, not against giant robot men.
Kumite.
Scorpionic is my rebuttal. But it is cool because the Rancor like picks it up and like gouges out its eye port. But it is just like shoving its thumbs in there, much like, I mean, Pedro Pascal is sitting there watching this whole thing. I know he's not on set. He's sitting there watching this whole thing and he's like, "Oh, flashbacks."
Oh my God.
It's
that happened to me once. I did not like
the droid's eye, and then it does the same thing. It starts ripping, but instead of ripping it in half like a phone book, it's like tear off one turret, and it keeps trying to fight back. So he tears off the leg that's trying to hit him, and then he tears off the other turret, and just picks up the whole turret and just stabs this thing to death with its own arm.
Oh, that really hurt.
I've seen like sci-fi fantasy adventure type stuff where like somebody hits somebody with their own arm. I think we've seen it in Star Wars before, like another droid or whatever. He doesn't just hit this thing, he stabs it to death with its own arm.
Excuse him. Fucking droid satay.
So now the Pykes actually retreat. And
got him on the run.
Rancor is like, it's bloodlust at this point, right? So he's just grabbing. Oh no, the Pykes. Most of them retreat. Some of them go for him.
Oh, that's right. We get the Wilhelm scream here because he grabs one Pyke and throws him. That's the Wilhelm scream, and he grabs the other one and just starts chomping on him. He shoves one so far into the fucking dirt you don't have to pay for a funeral.
So I was watching this with Whitney, and she's like, "Eat him." And then he tosses that one, and we're like, "Okay, that's fine." And the next one he picks up and just bites him in half, and she's like, "There you go."
Yay, murder!
My note about him fucking tossing that one, though, says, Rancor tosses a Pyke like Hulk Hogan kicking a football into space.
Skateboard.
No, was it a skateboard? Oh,
he throws a skateboard into space. Superman throws a football into
Superman
space.
does the football, yeah. All right, well.
Superman, Hulk Hogan, you can't blame him, people.
What's the difference besides, like, personal beliefs, racism, pork.
I've only seen one of their sex tapes.
I'm gonna assume that Christopher Reeve was not eating too much pork. He
didn't look like
he
it.
was in good shape.
What's too much pork?
I don't know. You have to ask Hulk Hogan when you die.
If you have to stop having sex, you've had too much pork. That's a pretty good guideline.
The pork in my belly is making this thing. It's making it not work.
If it keeps you from having sex, you've had too much of it.
Oh, it's flaccid like pork belly.
Oh, brother. No, I can't get rid of it.
So Cad Bane shows up here, and he shoots a flamethrower at the Rancor, which pisses it off, tosses Boba Fett off, and it flees away. And we have Cad Bane versus Boba Fett.
Time for a door. Boba Fett.
It's before the duel. Of course, they have to have the standoff in the middle of the streets, Western style.
Kind of a dumb line, because he's like, I'm faster than you or something. I'm better than you, maybe. He's like, I have armor. A
Well,
lot of armor.
before that, he does say it's Cad Bane trying to instigate this fight because he's like, there's one thing I don't understand. What's your angle? And he's like, this is my city. These are my people. I will not abandon them. Oh, like your little Tusken buddies? And he's like, you motherfucker.
You're pushing some buttons, but he keeps laying it on thick, dude. He's like, oh sorry. No, now they have their fight.
Yeah.
And he knocks him right in the fucking square in the head.
Yeah,
Doesn't kill him,
Cad Bane
obviously.
hits him first because he is
And
faster.
then he starts to go for his weapon. Bam, pops him in the chest. And now he's got him like dead to rights. You know, he's still alive, obviously. But this is what he's like, this is my final lesson to you. Look out for yourself. Everything else is weakness. Now Boba Fett has to prove that's wrong. And he takes his fucking gaffy stick, trips him up, beats him with it, and then stabs him. It's shit that he didn't know how to do until he stayed with the Tuskens. So his affinity for wanting a family is what ended up winning the day.
I mean, ask Vin Diesel.
Family. Oh man, is Vin Diesel on Aquilish?
Family. Boba Fett. We killed your family.
You adapted to my family. I was born into my family.
All right, I'll do it Western style. We killed your family, y'all.
Much better.
Oh, Boba Fett, we killed your family.
But it's great because he has said to him a few times, he's like, I know you're a killer. And right before he stabs him, he's like, knew you were a killer. Just
Yeah,
fucking
because
right
you
through his
shot
heart.
me.
Yeah, it's like, this is different. This isn't me just killing. This is me killing you because
Right.
go fuck yourself.
Right, like, and dude, also, Cad Bane, we're going to get to it when we finally do get to those cartoons. Not a good guy. He's not like even a neutral bounty hunter. He's a mostly evil. Like, he works specifically for Palpatine a lot, kidnapping children, knowing what's going to happen to him.
Well, that's pretty.
So-
That's pretty not cool.
Yeah, that's pretty not cool, dude.
I'm gonna take you to Palpatine's island.
Oh, no. Welcome to Palpatine University. It's the best university. It's never going to get shut down. We're going to make the galaxy good again.
Let me introduce you to Darth Trump
Oh, boy.
and Darth Clinton and Darth.
All right. Hey, it depends on what your definition of the dark side is.
Damn it! Why,
I
why
did
can't
not
I think of his
force
name?
choke her out.
Who's the guy with the robot voice? Darth Hawking.
He's more machine than man now.
Because he was there too. So
Oh,
he's
yeah.
the most. He's the most Darth. Because he is more machine than man.
He's more machine than man. Yeah.
Anyway, off that topic, I hear enough about that in the real world.
Yeah, this is where we come to escape from real shit.
But seriously, release those files.
Here to talk about Santo.
So the Rancor goes on a rampage through town, and all the mods and the mods and Black Krrsantan and everybody else is just shooting at it like, oh fuck, we have to stop this thing. Mando's the one that comes in like, dude, you're pissing him off, you're scaring him.
You're doing nothing good.
Because they don't
Nothing
know,
good is happening.
They didn't learn what Boba Fett learned, and neither did Mando, but I guess he just understands creatures because he's kind of the Witcher of this universe. He's been the
Ooh,
first
good
two
call.
because the first two seasons that's what he's doing, right? He's running around hunting giant creatures.
He's riding blurgs.
Yeah. So he's like, dude, you're scaring it. It's just a little baby.
He's also destined to ride the Mythosaur.
It runs off though, and it climbs this tower like King Kong. And I mean, obviously it's an homage to King Kong because not only does it climb up the tower, but it gets up there and it like rips shit off and does the big
I kind of wanted
scream.
some.
And
I kind of wanted something flying by. I know it's cheeky, Like just in the background, a ship flying by.
I guess all you get, I was like, you kind of do, because you get Mando flying up there on his jetpack.
All right, I'll take it.
Mando is the World War I fucking
Red Baron
biplane that's trying to take him down.
Yeah.
But yeah, he tears part of the tower off. He's just up there screaming. Mando's trying to calm him down. The Rancor tries to eat Mando. Thank God for Beskar.
Don't worry, your daddy's clever. Ka-chunk. Oh, never mind, he's just got really good armor.
It is funny, though,
plot armor.
because the Rancor bites it and then just looks at him like, the fuck?
What is that, a piece of Bazooka Joe?
Like he starts chewing. Like I can get through it.
Maybe if I moisten it, pre-moisten it with my mouth before I bite.
You gotta spit on it first.
You gotta suck on it. Like it's like a blow pop.
So he just fucking hucks Mando away like a rag doll.
I am done with this snack.
And he jumps down into the streets, and that's when Grogu comes out to confront the Rancor. And
he does another "this town ain't big enough for the two of us" kind of walk.
It's a little funny. Well, that's just his walk. Whitney even commented about his walk because he kind of just has like a roll when he walks. He's just like,
but it works perfect for this episode because it looks like he's got spurs and chaps on. And he can't move his fucking knees.
Yeah, it is funny though because the Rancor gets right in its face, like right in Grogu's face, and like roars.
Oh, you know Whitney was looking for a Grogu roar back, right?
And those little ears are just flopping back. Like with the wind of the roar, yeah, I'm sure she was waiting for Grogu to roar back.
I kind of wanted one too. Like I kind of wanted Grogu to be like, "Rah."
The classic Emperor Palpatine Force yell or whatever you told me he does.
The Force scream.
Yeah. So, I can accept just about all this stuff. No,
no
Force.
Play
scream.
a video game, dude. It's in KOTOR.
He had to go. I was thinking more. Skyfall or Skyrim, not Skyfall. Skyrim. He had to go and collect glyphs so he could get the dragon.
He's
shout.
a Dovahkiin.
Okay.
He's a Dovahkiin.
But Grogu does the hand thing again. He starts calming the Rancor. It's basically Scarlett Johansson and the Hulk.
Oh, come on. It's basically Crocodile Dundee and Crocodile Dundee.
Sun's going down, big guy. No, because Crocodile Dundee doesn't cuddle with that thing afterwards like Scarlett Johansson.
You don't know what happens.
All I know is the Black Widow cuddles with Bruce Banner because they are definitely fucking.
You don't know what happens when the cameras are off. I wish I would have waited for you to say the fucking part before I started what I was saying. Because now it sounds like Crocodile Dundee's fucking water buffalo. And I cannot be more clear. I'm pretty sure he never did.
But he calms him down. And it's adorable little thing to give you like the scene is over, like to let you know, because he goes up right next to it and like he falls down at first and then like he lays on the ground and falls asleep because he's used a lot of Force stuff. But like not only does he fall asleep, as he's sleeping, he like moves in and curls up next to the Rancor and like snuggles up next to him for warmth.
He just looks at Mando. He's like, "This is my girlfriend now. Size matters not." There's a saying amongst my people, and I don't know if it's about dating, but it's size matters not.
And this is a cool thing because when you think about Grogu being practical and the Rancor head part being practical, when he's like stroking his face and calming it down, it's a little puppet petting a big puppet.
Yeah.
It's not just,
which I'm always for.
It's not just bits touching bites.
I like the way that rolls off your tongue.
So we're back at the Pyke hideout. That's what it is.
We're back. You know what? We're back where we started the series, by the way. Or not the series, Mandalorian. Because it starts, we pan past the...
the heads.
Stormtrooper helmets on the sticks, on the Pykes.
I like to think that the heads are still in there, but...
Yeah, I'll think that. Django's head was still in his.
Yeah. When his son picked it up. That explains a lot about Boba Fett.
Yeah.
But the Pyke leader is like, yeah, we're getting the fuck out of here. And the other gangs are like, dude, what? Like, you're not the only one who took losses. Like, we did too. And he's like, half of my men were shot or eaten by a rancor, or because they say we were trying to be hospitable or something. He's like, half my men were eaten by a rancor. Do you call that hospitable?
He's like, you can't pull out. He's like, yeah, we can. The whole deal was that Tatooine was gonna be hospitable to us. Eaten by a rancor, not hospitable.
And then we got Fennec Shan, Jason Voorheesing all these fucking gang leaders. Like, there's some sniper
shooting
blasts.
Off camera.
But the reason I thought of Jason was because the mayor gets up to leave, and this
Oh
fucking
my
cord
God,
just
yeah.
comes down from the ceiling. It goes around his middle section. I guess it's his neck. It's half of his body.
Well, the creature's like 60% neck, Derek.
It's like trying to hang a giraffe. It's the weirdest
The
thing.
entire species is terrified of being hanged.
But she just like pulls that thing up and just hangs, and you see its little fucking stumpy feet kick in, and then just like blah.
It's actually kind of a brutal scene. I'm not
It is.
complaining about it, but I'm like, man, this is like Disney's getting them little Robert Rodriguez play.
It's this and was it Benny Safdie that was in Obi-Wan, and they end up like hanging him up in the middle of town,
Yeah. They don't have him by the neck, but he is like
crucified almost.
Crucified. Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't make it better actually. Well, it does make it good.
And then she walks up behind the Pyke and
Man, I
takes
sound
him
like I'm
out.
pro crucifixion.
I mean, it's fine.
Those filthy Jedi scum.
Got those Jedi space lasers.
Laser swords.
But yeah, she kills the Pyke and just walks out. She's like, "Cool, killed them all."
Got him.
There's this whole epic battle of all this other stuff going on. All the leaders are in one room. She just shows up like, psh, psh, blah, blah, and
It's
just
perfect
leaves.
because Fennec Shand had nothing. She couldn't do anything about those robots anyway.
Exactly.
So perfect. Well, she probably would have fucking, God damn it, she would have figured it out, dude, man. She would have gotten to the top of the building and found a way to like walk onto the top of them, plant an explosive, jump onto the next one. Like she's Fennec Shand. She's
Yeah.
basically Batman Jesus.
Well, and the shields didn't seem to electrocute things. So, like, if you could get on top and you could just like shimmy your way down in, like,
You jump too fast. Hold on.
so if they're doing Michael Jackson dance moves to get down in there.
Check out my Fennec Shand dance moves. It's so where we go on top of robots.
So the first
Movie's
ending
over. Oh wait,
is-
nope.
Well, we've got the town rebuilding. It's kind
Yeah.
of funny because they're all like, all the townsfolk do this like bow and like salute on their chest thing. Not that kind of salute, like hand on chest. They don't do the other half to Boba Fett, and it's like
Closer
his,
to a Roman salute than anything.
yeah. His right arm is the one that's fucked up. He's like, "Why do I have to use my right arm?" Like it's just like fuck.
Better than being shot at.
I just love it. She's like, yeah. She's like, well, it's better than being shot at. And he's like, are those my two options? She's like, if you're the leader, they are.
So far, it has been. There's like your very brief experience of being daimyo. Yes.
And Jack's disappointed we didn't get a second season because he says, we're not suited for this. She says, well, if not us, then who? And here comes our two mods and Black Krrsantan. So season 2 would have been passing the torch to the mods leading all of this. There's so much
Cobb
mod.
Vanth.
Well, we'll
It
get
would
there.
have been Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah. I love the ending though, because it's a very, like, the actual ending, not the stinger. There's a very, like, the very epic, like, the music kicks in, that Boba Fett theme. The camera, like, tilts up, and then it just keeps going up into space, and you see, like, the curve of the planet
shit.
and the two suns.
Before that, I just want to point out Chewbacca and the Wookiees get a little bit of revenge because one of these little street urchin kids, sorry, that came off very rude. One of these little poor desert people grabs fruit and like gives it to Boba Fett, you know, as a thank you. And he gives it to Black Krrsantan who starts eating it. And one of the mods is like, so just the Wookiee gets a melon? Chewbacca did not get a medal in A New Hope. He was snubbed. So I know it's
didn't
a
even
minor
think about
thing.
that. That's probably on purpose. That's funny.
I know it's a minor thing, but like, man, the Wookiees got a little bit today.
And Mando and Grogu leave, and the N1 starfighter.
Dude, it's me and my cat, by the way. Because this kid's tapping on the glass, and he's like, nope,
Yeah, he's got the
Dum,
little
dum, dum,
the
dum,
shifter knob,
nope.
which doesn't make sense,
No.
by the way. He's tapping on the dome outside of the other dome. Mando wouldn't be able to hear that, but it's fine.
Two things. It ain't that kind of movie. And that the whole thing's connected, though. He might be able to hear it through the entire ship.
Okay, yeah. I guess just the vibrations in general.
You know, because there is that ships do have an anti-gravity field around them in Star Wars that explains why they can go as fast as they do and your organs aren't ripped through your body. Because like the amount of G-forces from any of these fucking ships, let alone right now he's about to hit sublight just to appease the kid, which is me and my cat, where it's like, no more treats, meow. All right, fine, fuck it. You can chew on my hand, fine. But they would be ripped apart. So this little anti-gravity field, again, you can, when it's a science fiction universe, you can just insert any amount of technology or space magic to be like, here's how.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I was like,
Oh,
it's
I
silly.
know.
But it's because
I just know there's people on the internet that's like, the space doesn't have sound. George Lucas's space always did.
Yeah, that's not a concern. This is the wrong franchise.
Yep. Go watch Star Trek.
But he's like, okay, fine, one last time, and he hits the switch. They do the NOS. The camera goes down through the engine, does all the stuff, and they zip off with Grogu saying "Wee," and that's the end of the series, or is it? We come back for a stinger.
Max Rebo.
And it's the back to tank, and it moves in, and I had to pause it and like look. I was like, who the fuck is that? Because it goes past it really quick. It's Cobb Vanth, but like with the dome and everything, it took me a second. So Cobb Vanth is in the back to tank.
The other reason you should know that, this is stupid, but it's like Fennec Shan says to him, because he's like doing this thing, and she's like, you need a good soak in the back to tank. He's like, it's being occupied.
Well,
he had promised Black Krrsantan
yeah,
a soak, and then it shows Black Krrsantan, so it's like, oh, who else could it be?
That's why I was like, who else is in there? I guess someone, one of them guys. But it's Cobb Vanth in the back to tank, and we got Thundercat, whatever is Thundercat, right?
Yeah, Thundercat,
just hanging out there. He turns around with his
Dr.
little
Motto.
his little electric mod scalpel, and he does like a
First, I'm gonna make you an omelet. This is perfect for whipping eggs. I can also make some pancakes and flip the sausage at the same time.
And then it cuts to black, and that's actually the end.
Okay,
So we do, since it's the end of the season.
Final thoughts. This is
Final
kind
thoughts
of a doozy.
and a lightsaber rating.
Okay, do you want to go?
You go first. You're the Star Wars guy.
It's kind of a doozy because it's the whole series is kind of lazy, but I like the bones of it. I don't think Rodriguez is meant to do Star Wars, but when he does the action, like we talked about in this episode, the action part is really well. I just don't like a lot of the in-between. You spoke on some of those moments. 7 episodes feels weird. Should have had 2 seasons instead of flashbacks. That would have been a much better way to do it. But I will always enjoy the Star Wars that I can. If they put this on 4K, I'll buy it. That's the kind of recommend I can give. Is like I understand what people say when people say they don't like it. I don't even argue. I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
I'll watch it again. It has the fucking Slave 1 in it. It has Boba Fett. It's got good kills. It has a Rancor, Danny Trejo, other things I enjoy in life. So,
I mean, worst case scenario, just watch 2 and 7. You got it.
Yeah. Those are great ones.
You can watch 5 and 6 also.
Yeah, 2, 5, 6, 7.
Well, you don't have to watch 5 and 6 for this show. You watch season 1 and 2 of Mando, then 5, 6 of this, then 3 of Mando.
But yeah, as far as like lightsabers, man, it's like right in the mid at 2.5, 2 and a Yoda.
Okay, I would say, yeah, it's around there. Maybe I'd go 3. It's somewhere around there. It's a 2.5 to 3.
2 Yoda and a Khmer.
Yeah, maybe 2 and 3/4, because there is stuff I enjoy. Like I really enjoyed this episode. Like there is some convenience stuff. But that's just how writing goes these days. I mean,
but that's the part that I mean when I say lazy.
Well, you just can't trust your audience. You can, but studios refuse to trust their audiences to be smart enough to figure stuff out. So they have to explain everything. So it's like, well, we have to explain why this guy is here and why they're doing that and why this is this, and it kind of slows everything down and makes things clunky. But the final fight scene is kind of what I think people wanted from the whole series, and I think that's the big disappointment. Is it's just not enough Boba action, not enough violence. You know, you need all those little bubbles to pop in your drink, man. Like I don't know, so I'd say 2 and 3/4 ish.
That's fair. I do want to say it's cool seeing Cad Bane in live action. I always like when live cartoon characters come live action. They've done pretty well, and I think they did it well. I don't think he's dead. He was stabbed through the heart, much like a Bon Jovi song. But he had there was a chest
stab through the heart with the gaffy stick.
Boba's to blame. You give Tuskens a bad name. You play Sabak and don't play your game. But Cad Bane has like a chest piece with lights going, and there's a red light flashing on it. Cad Bane always had contingencies. He always had backups. We haven't seen him in live action, but he used to have this little droid with him that could help him out and bring him stuff and bring him places and stuff like that. If they want Cad Bane back, he's not gone.
Yeah.
So I just want to bring that up because there was a flashing monitor for like a heart.
I saw the little thing and I wasn't sure. I thought maybe you would know what that was. So
I know exactly what it is. Yeah. It's M. Bison in Street Fighter when he comes back and he's like, start another game.
Continue 5,
yes.
4. So yeah, next week we have a little break, and then it'll be Christmas Eve, and as a lot of our followers might know, we never released our episode on Return of the Jedi because
I still feel bad about it.
It's again, it's not 100%. It's both of us here. I'm the one looking at our cameras on my computer and not seeing that there's no cord in your microphone. So
I'm the one that didn't put it there.
Also, all I had to do was look at the thing that has the levels on it. But but yeah, we never got to release that episode because there was a recording error, which I'm sure you guys can deduce now. And we might have talked about it before. But we're going to do a Return of the Jedi episode, but we're going to do something a little different for this. Since it's Christmas Eve, we're giving you a special gift. We're going to do a commentary / watch along kind of thing. So we will play the movie. We'll watch the Disney Plus version and not our cool unspecialized editions that we have, so that way you guys can watch along on your stream or whatever you have if you have the discs. And we'll make it be so you can sync up. I'll set I'll be like, we're at this moment on the movie or at the beginning, this is on the screen, hit play now kind of thing.
When the lion roars for the third time, you play the Dark Side of the Cantina soundtrack.
It's exactly that. We're doing a Dark Side of Oz thing here. So
we're almost guaranteed to be the same length as the movie. Almost
exactly.
Guaranteed.
I mean, I'm sure we'll start with a little bit of discussion before we actually hit play, but it's going to be about the length of the movie, and you can watch it along with the movie, or you could just listen to it on its own. I mean, a lot of people are pretty familiar with the movie, but that'll be coming out on Christmas Eve. And then it'll be another little break. And then I don't know if we're going into Mando season 3 or Ahsoka season 1, because they're kind of happening at the same time. So
yeah, it's very nebulous.
So but
if you have a thought, weigh in, please. What you think we should do?
Yeah, comment.
I'm open.
If you're on Spotify, you can comment. I can see it. If you're on Patreon, comment. Obviously, I can see that. And if not, just email us at badmoviesworstpeople@gmail.com. Or HanTookShotsFirst@gmail.com. I can get both those emails and let us know if you prefer us going into Mando or Ahsoka, and we'll go with that.
Yeah, I like that. Let's let the people decide.
And don't forget to check out.
Democracy, after all.
Is it?
Well, it's an oligarchy masquerading as a democracy.
Oh, okay, cool.
The religion of bad movies.
Don't forget to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/worstpeople. You can get these episodes early and ad-free.
And often uncut for the ones we go too long on.
Yeah.
If you really want to hear two idiots talking about Star Wars, we got you covered.
Yeah, because the movie episodes tend to be 3+ hours, so we got you. But that's it for this week and for this season. I'm going to go ahead and call this the end of season 2 for Han Took Shots First, because we're taking a little break here.
Yeah.
So.
Thanks for dealing with us.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I've been Derek.
I'm Jack.
Okay, this is the last time. I think I broke the internet.
Oh, no. I'm glad it wasn't me. Unless it is. Is it something I did?
No. It's just stop doing the thing that you were doing and do a different thing. Yeah, I think I broke the internet, dude. Unshare. Fucking suck my asshole.
Two old men try and use technology to record a podcast about Star Wars. Suck my ass.
I don't understand.
I can request remote control, but we don't want that.
Well, now we're over there.
Ask your AI companion. How do I get unstuck? We made the joke about a stuck AI, and it's like, oh yeah, you think that's fucking funny?
Oh my God, I broke the entire world.
Do you want me to leave and come back? Oh, hip,
Hey.
oh, hey, now we are cooking with peanut oil.